nice celebration going here in about a minute. So go ahead and please take your seats. Get the our 2024 Banquet, which is really a celebration of the Vanden Viking football program, all levels and their accomplishments. We'll get this thing going. My name is Mike Clark. I'm the head football coach here at Vanden. Thank you for taking the time out of your Sunday to come, like I said, recognize, honor the great accomplishments in the storied football program, but specifically recognizing the 2024 Vanden Viking football program. This is my second year here at Vanden, first as the head football coach. And one of the things that really attracted me to Vanden was the strong lineage and the championship pedigree, and the watermark of the goal being winning a state championship. And that's not something that a lot of programs say it, but to actually live it, to have done it. But also the excitement and the possibilities of, and the vision for the room for growth. So much growth opportunity here at Vanden. But the vision was to create, is to create the best football experience or student co-curricular experience possible. Any member connected to the Vanden football program, it's the best football or best student experience on campus. And what I mean by that is we are the connective tissue, the football program, within the athletic department, within the school community, within the alumni, the local area, the families, our youth. And to see it come to life real time this year. Right? These are transformed, these memories that were created at all three levels, but specifically at the varsity level. And everybody was a part of it and living it, right? Families, friends, alumni, the local community, coaches, everybody connected to Vanden football. It's transformative stuff, and it's incredible to see it real time, and then in hindsight looking back, for just to be a part of it. So living this, bringing this vision to life, and we'll continue to work towards that on a yearly basis, is something that, again, is transformative stuff. And I thank you, everybody here, and we have some that couldn't make it today, for being a part of this. It generally takes a community, right? We talked about, and I talked about building community. For us to achieve and do the uncommon and to bring to life the vision, it takes a community of support. And I want to recognize our administration, starting with Coach Murphy, Sean Murphy, who's made the transition for me as seamless and smooth as possible. He's served as an incredible resource. And again, as you guys know, he's all in terms of what Vanden football needs to be successful and continue to grow as a program. Our principal, Chris Shields, fully committed. She was incredible, specifically working with her during the state championship week in terms of building out the itinerary, whatever we needed. School district superintendent as well, vice principals, and they were able to go along for the ride and kind of get a peek under the hood of what we're about culturally, which is really great stuff. So again, they play a big piece into not only the success that we've had, but where we're going to continue to go. And then the support teams, right? The support teams, again, this is a multi-operational, multi-department program to run a football program, right? Bottom up, top down. It really takes the commitment, the energy, the resources, the investment of everybody involved, whatever that looks like, big or small. Need to start with the families, right? So my wife, Christina, Riley, but thank you, love you, but the connected, you are the Velcro, man, that keeps it together. You really are. I also want to thank the spouses, significant others, girlfriends, whatever it is, that allow our coaches to commit their time, invest their time and energy into our young people. That is a big investment, and I thank you for allowing that to happen. Because without the support at home, again, the synergy, we're not able to get to where we can go and maximize what we can do on a yearly basis. So again, thank you for being a part of this and allowing this to happen. Our football enhancement team, again, talking about building community, right? Building community, and that's a year-round thing. right? That will continue to be a year-round thing here at Vanden. Starts with Barb Bruner. We were able to get Barb to come back and serve as in all the multi-dimensional, dynamic roles that she serves in. But thank you, Barb Bruner. You have to give Barb a hand. Thank you, Barb. She's been incredible, patient with me, but anything we need, all the behind-the-scenes work, incredible. And she's all in, and thank you, Barb, for your commitment, and she is green and gold through and through. Some of the other, and again, if I don't recognize you individually, I apologize. But Monica Tuck, Kanisha Woods, both concessions, and Kanisha with the lower level meals, thank you. Again, this year we brought pregame meals to the program, something that was important to me, and thank you for assisting in making that happen. And then all the others who have dedicated their time and resources towards making this the best experience possible for our athletes. Again, that's what it's all about, is how do we make this the best and most transformative experience for our student athletes. So thank you again for your time and your commitment to Vanden football. Special ops team, Sean Burritt. Thank you, Sean, coordinating that and running our video. Give Sean a hand. In conjunction with wife Kathy, Sean Thompson on video, Tim Landis, incredible. I mean, Tim, we're in what, game one of playoffs at home, and the white hat asks, well, who runs the clock? Tim's like, I got it. Well, what about the ball boy? I got it. I've never seen that. Tim, what was your response?
I've got it.
You're going to see it tonight. That's what Tim said. You're going to see it tonight, but incredible. Again, thanks, Tim, for committing your time to and bringing what you bring to the program. Carl Fry, I don't know if Carl's here, but Carl committed his time to come pregame, help out when he could on the sideline, but in terms of taping, again, pregame, a lot that goes into pregame, and specifically the taping. You ask these guys how important it is for them to be spatted and look the part during the game or on the sideline, wherever they're at. But Carl was incredible again in terms of giving his time and resources. Kiani, so student support. Kiani, I don't know if Kiani's here today. Is Kiani here? Okay, but Kiani Burton, a young person who really we asked to grow and mature, and she took on a leadership role within and from a dependability point of view, and saw her as the season progressed get better and better, and again, character attributes that she'll take with her for the rest of her life. Christian Frank, Grant Sibesma, and Levant. I want to recognize Levant stuck with us. We asked Levant to stay with us. You're a great asset to this program, but also he started to transcribe for us. Was our right-hand man during the game, so thank you, Levant. Thank you, Grant. And Christian with the filming. Media team, Papa Joe. Where's Papa Joe? Again, just thank you, Papa Joe, for all you do. Shanae Woods. Shanae, thank you. And Amy, I don't know if Amy's here, but again, our media team, thank you for all you do and the photos and the images that you guys take. Our medical team, so the Hoyts, I don't know if the Hoyts are here today, but the Hoyts for dedicating their time, doing everything they could do to keep our guys healthy, keep them on the field. Jasmine Jenkins, is Jasmine here? Jasmine was on our sideline again, like dedicating her time as a team nurse, if you will, but medical staff. And then Joe Jamera, is Joe here? Joe, again, somebody's a Vanden alum, somebody who, when he could, he lives up in Sacramento, but when he could, he was at the games, dedicated his time, both pregame with the taping, and then in-game, post-game with any kind of medical issues that we dealt with. But again, thank you. Coaching staff. So the staff, starting with, well, let me just say this idea of cura personalis, care for the whole person. Right? That's something that we invest in, we believe in. Football is our platform to assist these young men to be better people, to be ready to be positive contributors to society. But it's not just the football side of it, right? It's the academic side of it, it's the social side of it, but investing in the full person. When you invest in the full person, the football, the performance, the athletic side of it will take care of itself. So really believe in this idea of care for the whole person, okay? Cura personalis, and our staff is reflective of that. Let me start with we relaunched our freshman program this year, and excited to continue to invest in that program. Excited we're gonna have a 10-game season going into next year. But let me start with head football coach Peter Pringle. Couldn't make it today, but he did an incredible job serving in the head coaching role at the freshman level. But let me have my freshman coaching staff stand up, who also assisted with the JVs, and also assisted with the varsity. Thank you, man. You guys did an incredible job. Just laying the foundation to the Vanden way, right? Vanden built, introducing our incoming look. Freshman football is the entry point to Vanden for a lot of these freshmen, whether socially, athletically, so for they get to campus on summer, during the summer, right? So that's the first experience they have to Vanden is our training, is Vanden football, right? So it's important. We're going to continue to invest in our freshman football program. So thank you. Our JV program, our JV coaches, we got Coach CD, head football coach CD. We got Coach Maldy. And we got Coach Boyd. Some couldn't make it. But again, thank you, men. That again, we have a group of men that again, we empty our tank. They really pour into this program and specifically the development of these young people. And then my varsity staff, Coach Chavez, Coach Kendrick, Coach Ho, Coach Esty, Coach T, Coach Juan, Coach York, couldn't make it today, will be, Breeze will be here. And then, oh yeah, Coach Chavez? No, Coach will be, couldn't make it. Men, you guys challenged me. Okay, we grew together, but to become a better leader of men. And again, collectively, thank you for that. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for again emptying your tank, right? Not the football side of this, man. Not the football side of it, but it was the character enhancement off the field. What it looks like to be a great teammate. What it looks like to overcome adversity. What it looks like to support each other, no matter what happens, right? And aligning ourselves with the vision. And then moving forward collectively as one ego, single ego, right? Nobody is Vanden football, right? Nobody is Vanden football. It's a collective, living, breathing organism. But my varsity staff specifically, again, recognize the amount of time that these men spend, okay, with your son, your cousin, whatever it is, okay? But the amount of time that we invest in these young people, in their development, not just during the football season, but it's a 12-month, year-round process. So again, thank you guys, and thank you to the families for allowing it to happen. But you guys are incredible, and without us, right? Like in terms of us collectively keeping, like we said, keeping the train on the tracks, okay, in conjunction with our players and everybody else, okay, this doesn't happen. So again, thank you for this, man. Thank you. Our freshman football players, and specifically the ones that played freshman football, right? Didn't have a huge number, but you guys were in terms of playing with passion, playing with persistence, playing with toughness, really commend that. And those, again, are character attributes that we look for, we teach, we develop, enhance in the program, and will serve you well, not just as a football player or as an athlete, but as a young person or as a person. Okay, so well done. Stick with the program. Again, the vision for the freshman program is to create a fabulous football experience. Stick with it. Our JV level had a successful year. Okay, again, really a lot of positive things. Okay, a lot of positive things with our JV level this year. Again, starting with our coaching staff did an incredible job. And we had a decent amount of sophomores and really a decent amount of sophomores on the varsity level. So again, really love what you guys were able to accomplish at the JV level. And then the varsity, right? Oh boy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Varsity. What a ride, man. What a ride. We started, every year we have a theme. Like a theme for that season, for that year. What was the theme this year? Great. Well, now yeah, but what was it? Operation what? Countdown. Operation Countdown. Okay, so I don't know, how long have we been doing the countdown? Really, it's a countdown, but. Okay, yes, it is a tradition. So after victories, okay, after wins, the varsity in the locker room, they do a count up. We call it a countdown, but it's technically a count up. We count up to how many points we scored in that game, and then who posted on social? Everybody. Okay, everybody posted. Okay. So last year, coming out of the Wood Creek game, right? Like we didn't finish the season with what? The countdown. We don't do it after losses, only after wins. Okay. So we set the tone day one during our first off-season meeting. Okay, the theme for this year, the goal, is to end the season with what? The countdown. The countdown. And again, to see that actualized, can't speak enough for this group of varsity players. I remember the show. There's a show on NFL Network called The Turning Point. I don't know if you guys remember that, but they'd recap games on a weekly basis, every game, and it was the turning point of the game. And then when we look back, and I look back, and even during the season, but really felt there were two turning points during our season at the varsity level. And we said going into it, and I think these guys, they had an idea of what they could be, but to believe it, to become it, took some time. And we came off of the 2 losses, and we went up to Sac High on a hot, tough Saturday afternoon, played a good Sac High team, and things were not going our way. I think it was, 8-2 at halftime. 8-2 at halftime. And into the fourth quarter, it was 8-2, or, yeah. And we figured it out. We stuck together as a staff, as a program. The players believed. There was no complaining. The energy on the sideline was incredible. We continued to move forward as a team and believed that we would find a way to win. And that's what championship teams do. And we did. And we did it. And then 2 weeks later, week 9, we're in a similar situation at Wood, right? Didn't play a good first half, down whatever we were down at halftime, reset it, in overtime, found a way to win. And that's when I'm confident that the men, the players, really started to believe that, hey, no matter what the situation is, no matter what it looks like, if we stick together, we keep playing with and for each other, 1-0 on that day, on every play, we will find a way to win. And we did. And they didn't lose a game. We went on, a 9-game stretch. But once we carried that confidence, that unwavering belief that we will find a way to win the game into the playoffs. And they did. And what you guys did, men, is epic. Epic. I want the seniors real quick to stand up. Okay? Please. Just take a quick stand up. Just want to recognize the senior class. Again, I want to thank you for, and look, we as coaches, we all in, okay, all in. And these guys, they were, we pivoted and we did it together. And they took a lot. But also we knew that there was a strong, I personally appreciate your passion for Vanden. I appreciate your passion for each other. I appreciate your passion for football, right? And what Vanden football is. We also, you're my first, speaking personally, like you are my, as I mentioned to you guys at our senior dinner, 2 things. 1, handed the keys of the car over to you guys at that senior dinner going into the playoffs. You guys are ready, right? It just felt like this was a higher calling. Right? You guys were connected to, nothing was going to get in your way, our way of achieving the ultimate goal, right? It was a destiny, right? You guys drove it, right? It took time, but you guys drove it in your own ways. But also, you're my first senior class, right, as a head football coach. And I appreciate you forced me to be a better communicator. You forced me to be a better coach, a better leader of men. And I appreciate that. And know that Vanden will always be home to you, right? You guys come back. You train with us. You guys are going to be ambassadors, great ambassadors for Vanden football, okay? And Vanden High School, but specifically Vanden, right? But this is your place. So come back. Okay, but thank you. What you guys have did, there's only 3 teams in the history of Vanden football, when we started playing football, I think in the mid-'60s, that accomplished what you guys can say they're state champions, right? You guys walk into that room. That's an elite room, man. You guys talked about it. A lot of you guys were kind of connected to it, right? As freshmen, you saw it, okay, but you didn't do it. You guys did it. So again, let's give these seniors a round of applause. Your legacy will stand the test of time. Your legacy will stand the test of time. Thank you. And everybody else at the varsity level, right? Whether it's call-ups during the postseason, okay, being fully committed to whatever your role was on our team on a weekly basis, and that role would change, right? But being all in and narrowing our focus to 1 or 2 things on a weekly basis, and you guys attacking it. So again, congratulations to the entire program and the entire Vanden football community, but specifically you seniors and you the varsity football 2024 Viking football team. Congratulations. Okay, in order to get a certificate and also be honored for any, at the varsity level, any all-conference recognition. Then we'll get into the individual awards by level, and then we will close it out. Okay, so let's start with the freshman level. Coach Hughes. No, you are the guy. Coach Hughes did a great job calling the offense this year at the freshman level, coaching the receivers, and also was my eyes on game day between him and Coach Lopez during the varsity level. They helped with the spotting in terms of letting me know what hash the ball was on, down and distance, so I could, as efficiently as possible, get the next caller. Coach Hughes. Thank you, sir.
All right, the freshman group, we got Derek Ortiz.
Hold your applause for the end.
Amir Vincent, Callie Koss, Nick Stragalinos, MJ McBride, we got Michael Wright, J-Ron Mazan, Jamari, we got Brian Water, Aiden, we got Jonah Lopez, Luciano, Tadio Martinez, Hayden Morgan, Nathaniel Hilburn, Cristiano Powell, Joshua Tuck, Gabriel Allen, Menacee, Noah, let's see, we got Danye Cotton, Anthony Gwink, Lathan Buss, and Logan Marshall.
Don't pick on the other class either.
Parents, if you would like to come up and take a picture, now's the time. Parents, if you would like to come up and take a picture, now's the time.
The 2024 freshman Banquet football squad. Coach Lee will now announce our JV football squad 2024.
Before I announce the JV football squad, I did want to thank three ladies who have been helping us at the lower levels the entire year. As Coach Mike mentioned, we're helping us out with our pregame meals and everything else, but also doing videography for us as well. So, unfortunately, my class, I make sure I get it right. But we want to thank Kenesha Thompson, if you can stand, please. Miss Angelina Jenkins, and Miss Tanisha Woods. Thank you all very much. Really appreciate it. Oh, now, thank you. We're going to go ahead because we want to get going, moving forward and get Varsity up here. Focus on the state championship. But I do want to thank our JV players for a great job that they've done. And good job getting prepared this year and getting ready. So I'm going to announce all the names. Just start flowing up. Coach Marty will take care of the second half of the names, but be flowing up. Come do as Coach Mike said on the stage and walk around. Starting out, Joshua Bolda, Justin Smith, Buddy Crosby, Ron Oates, Marlon Sweeney, Carter Lindsay, Jaden Jenkins, Cassius Wimbush, Heidi Balvin, Kewan Thompson, Willie Ward, Andre Cruz, Caden Burrett, Malachi Cox, Shakir Keys, Sam Hoyt, Timmy Dumandan.
All right, next up we have Roman Colonel, Carmelo Maldonado, Tyson Perry, Calvin Vanden, Dion Noonan, Percy Contreras, Robert Bam Eddings, Daryl Adams, Reed Winey, Angelo King, Camden and Cameron Williams, Jaden Jenkins, Baron Brookshire, Aiden Abdor-Melly, and Dylan Young. Parents, if you want JV parents, if you want to come up and take pictures of the team, please do so now.
Thank you, Coach CD, and again, the lower level staff. Incredible job. Look forward to continue to build together. Okay, now I want to recognize the varsity football players. Before I get going, because this could get lost in translation, I want to recognize, I got 5 patches up here, all conference, first team, all conference, MEL. Okay, so I want to recognize those names before we get into the roster. Logan Bailey, first team.
Let's go, Logan!
Okay, you don't get to come up, we're going to call your name. Jaden Johnson, first team linebacker. Drew Kendrick, offensive line, first team, well done. Kalani McLeod, first team offensive player of the year in the MEL. And then Davion Williams, first team all conference. Okay, second team, just want to real quick, second team. Chris Clark, wide receiver. KJ Davis, wide receiver. Jamarion Pot Grace, secondary. And then Zach Taye, running back, second team all conference. Honorable mentions. Okay, Juan Felix. Okay, congratulations, Juan, well deserved, man. Junior Jackson, congratulations, Junior. And then Demetrius D.D. Mance, honorable mention. Well done. Okay, congratulations. Okay. I think that's your agent, man. I love it. Those, take him to interviews. Actually, don't take him to eliminated right away. Okay. So now we'll get into the individual roster. Okay. Don't call these participations, just certifications, right? Okay. Now, any first team all MEL. Okay. How we're going to do this, similar to what y'all come around. Okay, shake the hands, dap up the coaches, and then each will receive a patch, a section patch, and then a NorCal regional medal. Okay, one each. Okay.
I want a hug.
Well, we can hug it up. We go. However you want. Okay. First up, Lenzel, AG. Okay, Logan Bailey. So Logan was also a Max Preps first team all section selection. Well done, Logan. Congratulations. Also a all region selection. Yeah, all region. I think it was the Dayton Republic, and more individual awards will be coming for Logan. Brandon Brown. Okay, Brandon Brown. Connor Burrett. Connor. Okay, Joey Chavez. Josiah Chavez. Chris Clark. Come on up, Chris. Chris, second team all conference. Chris was an all region selection as well. Congratulations, Chris. Anthony Clear. Anthony was honored as an all region specialist. As a sophomore. Congratulations, Anthony. Okay, John Davy's personality is really starting to come out. We love it. Okay. Kitaro, KJ Davis, not sure if KJ's here. Okay, but KJ again, second team all conference. Okay, and he was honored as an all region selection. Sean Dos Santos. Sean, come on up. Jai Sean East. Proud of Jackshawn. Jackshawn remained patient, continued to come to work with a good attitude, and was very productive for us in the playoffs. Juan Felix, again, Juan, second team, all conference. Juan did an incredible job anchoring the offensive line. He asked the center to do a lot in terms of making my points, and he embraced it. Love the attitude as well in terms of the violence. Kylan Fox, Kylan. Christian Frank. Yeah, Carlos, low seed. Carlos Miller. Mateo Gonzalez. Mateo was a sophomore call-up early in the year. And Mateo. Jamarion Pop Grace. Again, Pop really took on a leadership role within this team. His energy. Really appreciate Pop. Again, Pop, all-region team as well. All-region selection as well. Kamari, K7, great. Noah Hargrave. Noah. Caden Hitchcock. Noah's also a talented breakfast burrito connoisseur, creator. Caden was another sophomore call-up for us. Kenny Hoyt. Is Kenny here? The Hoyt's here. Yeah. Junior Jackson. Abrel. Beautiful first name. Abrel. Junior Jackson. And Junior did a great job. Honorable mention all conference and the all region selection as well. Jaden Johnson. Jaden, again, first team all conference and all region selection.
That's my grandson.
Dante Johnson. Wait, Dante. All right, Dante Johnson. Okay, Caleb Jones. Caleb's junior, not with us today. Tay Kendrick. Tay, another sophomore call-up, was with us all year. Did a great job anchoring, playing defensive line. Drew Kendrick. Drew. All region lineman of the year. So Drew was honored as the regional lineman of the year, as well as an all-region selection, first team all-conference. Great things are ahead for Drew. Zay Kirkpatrick. Zay here? No Zay? Okay. Iman is not here. Iman Lacey. Okay, Braden Little. Braden. Okay, Braden, first year playing football, made some really positive strides for us. Jacob Laudia. Come on, Jacob. Having an interception late in the year. Really grew into finding a role for us on special teams and on defense. Gavin Lopez. Is Gavin here? Levon Lucas. Okay, Levon is all in from a teammate point of view. He's got great energy, positive. Excited about Levon. Okay, Demetrius D.D. Vance. Great passer, playing football, passionate. Really just great things ahead for Didi. Didi, again, honorable mention, all conference, all region selection. Jake Marquez Cook. Jake did a really great job for us. Again, as a junior coming here, got the right attitude, and look forward to continuing to grow with Jake. Hey, Jordan Martin. Jordan. Did a fabulous job finding his role. Specialist, long snapper, and also playing on the defense side of the ball. Khalil McBurney. Another sophomore call-up. Okay, Khalil. Kalani McLeod. First team all selection. Regional player of the year. killing trees with all these, for Kalani. All region team. I think Sporting News, second team All-State. Lots of well-deserved individual accolades, which he would tell you doesn't happen without his teammates.
Amen.
Abram Mendoza. Abram did a great job for us this year. And playing on the offensive line. Sean Miles. He might be the Vanden record holder for yards per carry. It's close. Pat Hayes might have something to say about that. Really appreciate Sean and everything that he's given to this program. Noah Molina. Okay, Noah, another 4-year in the program, did a great job in terms of being a teammate and finding a role. Jorge J.D. Moeller. Is J.D. here? Okay, J.D. transferred in from Windsor in the summer and plays offensive line and did a great job giving his best to his role on the team. Okay, Kobe Ramos Palacios. Ramos. Okay, again, Kobe, multi-sport athlete. Kobe played receiver for us as a junior. Also runs track. Does a great job. Okay, Jaden Rivera. Jaden. Hey, Jaden. Great job. Again, finding his role. Okay, supporting the team, playing tight end. Being a great teammate. Good things are ahead for Jaden. Okay, Tony Solomon King. Great Tony. Tony played right tackle for us as a junior. Did a really nice job. Okay, Zach. Came home to us, made the right decision, came back to Vanden, and won a state championship with his brothers. Zach again was a second team all-conference selection. Also honored as all-region. Manaya here. Is Manaya here? Yeah, okay. Come on up, Manaya. Again, Manaya, a multi-sport athlete, did a great job finding a role and doing it to the best of his ability. Really great teammate, fully committed, and excited to continue to build with Manaya. Brian Doody. Doody did a nice job finding a role on the team. What? Oh, yes. Yes, the man of many quotes, specifically iron sharpens iron, which is absolutely true. We actually used to have that on the wall of our defensive meeting room when I was with the Oakland Raiders. Iron does sharpen iron. Thank you, Doody, for your passion and edge. Dante Ward, junior offensive lineman. Again, great teacher. I love Dante. Great attitude. Ray Washington is Ray, senior corner specialist. Did a great job again, supporting, finding a role, fulfilling it to the best of his ability. Okay, Cameron Williams. I know you were already recognized at the lower level, but Cameron, we pulled Cameron up. I want to say going into week 6 during the off week. So we recognize Cameron as a varsity football player. Cameron, as a freshman, really look forward to continue to support his development. Davion Williams. First team all conference. Recognize all region as well. Davion did a great job. 4 years in the program. Excited to see Davion continue to play. Clay Young. Clay. On the team, supporting his teammates. Really appreciate Clay and his investment in the team as a senior. Dylan Young, so another call-up that we'll recognize as a varsity player. Dylan as a specialist for the nice job, put us in a position to win games. You go back to that Wilson Wood game. Dylan made all his PAT conversions, which allowed us the opportunity to sit in that game in overtime and win it. So again, Dylan Young, as a sophomore specialist. Xavier Zambrano, who's not here today, but Xavier, another sophomore call-up. He's a quarterback who love his attitude, the right energy, and look forward to continuing to grow with Xavier. Grant Sibesma. Grant transferred in from focus on the special ops team this year, but he's a specialist that will get healthy and he'll contribute next year as a specialist. Okay, and then some of our call-ups that I just want to recognize. I want you guys to come up, okay, our playoff call-ups, because I have your certificates, okay? Josh Bulda, is Josh here? I don't think Josh is here. Okay. Okay, Josh Bulda, Malachi Cox, come on up, Kai. Jaden Dickens, Tim Gummandan, I get it right, Tim? Jaden Jenkins, Ferran Oates, Justin Smith, Camden Williams, Cash Wimbush. Y'all come on up. These were again lower level call-ups that we brought up for the state for the playoffs, and they did an incredible job of fulfilling whatever role they were asked to do. Our coaches again supporting that on a weekly basis, specifically the service teams, right? We have to simulate what the opposing team's going to be doing, what we think they'll do offensively, defensively, and special teams. These guys are all in on that. Your first team all-conference guys, Coach McLeod has your first team patches. Get them from Coach McLeod, please. Again, your 2024 California CIF 3A state champions. This stands the test of time. You earned it. You earned it. So hey, first team all conference, Logan, Jaden, Drew, Davion. Okay, Kalani has your patches, come get them please. Make sure again, everybody should have received a section patch and then a state or a regional, NorCal regional. We're going to continue on with our individual awards. Okay, so we're going to recognize individual and honor some of the individuals at all three levels. So the way we'll sequence this, the freshman team, freshman individual award, so let's just say outstanding skill player. Freshman, JV, varsity. That's how we will, the order will go. Varsity, we do have plaques for you. Okay, so any of the individual award recipients at the varsity level, okay, you'll get your plaque from the coach that introduces you. We're going to start with the Outstanding Lineman Award. This will recognize both an offense and defensive lineman. Okay, we'll start at the JV level. Okay, so we'll have our lower level coach, our JV coaches, okay, announce the recipients of each award.
Starting with the offensive lineman of the year, we have three finalists. We have Aiden Aberdelli, Camden Williams, and Jaden Jenkins. And the winner is Jaden Jenkins. So you guys get it now? We're going to say the nominees first. So don't stand up and embarrass yourself. And then we'll say the winner. You guys got that? Defensive line for JV. The nominees are Cameron Williams. Clap it up. Jaden Dickens. And Robert Van Eddings. The winner is Cameron Williams.
Okay, now we're going to transition to the varsity outstanding offensive and defensive line recipients. We'll start with the offensive line. Coach Kendrick will come up and make that announcement.
Hey, Bree.
So again, offensive line, it's something that's very dear to me, played the position myself. As we all know, it is the heart and soul of every football team, is the offensive line. You may not get a lot of recognition Monday through Friday, but it is definitely the heart and soul of any football team. And I always like to read this offensive lineman creed. And it just kind of really puts it in perspective. So the day you choose to play offensive line is the day you choose to live in the shadow. You chose to be the first one's blamed and the last one's acknowledged. We give up the stars and the limelight for humility and wins. We are sculpted to be men of violence, but yet be protectors. Anyone can run full speed, but we are the men who stops the charge. We bring our lunch pails and blue collar to work, and we clock in every single day. We are the determining factor in a game. So when choosing this life, know that it gets really real in the B gap. I wanted offensive line. We don't get recognized, as I was saying. Varsity offensive line, let's stand up. Let's recognize every single day as we work. We came to work. We demanded a lot of these guys. We demanded a lot out of them. Every single day they had to be dialed in. They had to work hard, and they rose to the occasion. It's not easy. It is not an easy position. When I tell you the challenging and the difficulty that these young men put in for us to be successful on Friday night, it was tremendous. And that goes to each and one of them, whether they played in the game or not. It is one true brotherhood that they should stick together. It's like that across the nation at any level of football. Offensive line is a very, very, very special group. They're overachievers. They all can take what they've learned in practice every single day, especially dealing with me, how I push them and held them accountable, and they'll be extremely successful in life. It's very transferable skills, fellas. Take what you've learned, take what we've done every single day, and transfer it in life, and I promise you, you'll be able to feed your family, right? What makes an offensive lineman so successful is intelligence. Got to know the stuff. Got to understand how to count the box. Juan did a great job for us this year at center. A lot of responsibility of being able to mic point who we're working to. As a center, intelligence, everyone, the communication, the intelligence that they all had with one another, it was amazing. Toughness. It takes tremendous toughness to be on this line because you're getting banged on every single time. You are not going to feel healthy. I told these guys right before the first day of camp, I said, close your eyes, and I said, think about how you feel. This is the best you're going to feel for the remainder of the year. Hopefully you guys are starting to come back to a little bit of recovery here, but usually it takes till February. And that's what I told them, and that's just every one of them played banged up and hurt and got through, and the run that we went on was definitely special because of these guys as well. Got to have strength, got to be strong, right? Got to hold people back. You guys see what that game looks like, and you have to have work ethic. You have to be able to work, right? Work. And it's something I preach to these guys, and I pray that you guys take that with you guys for the rest of your life, right? The harder you work, the luckier you will get. Work hard. And then, people don't understand this, but we are really good athletes up front as well. We're just big, but we're actually pretty good athletes. And so, picking this, I wanted to recognize, I know we're doing an individual award. I think if we was one of the best linemen as a group, I think it's tough to do because I do think it's a group effort, but we're going to pick one, possessed all those skills. It really made very awkward situations at the dinner table, right? This is True Kendrick, outstanding offensive lineman of the year. Definitely tough evenings. It was one of those things when we got off the field, right, after coaching them, pushing them as I did everyone, I also had to come home and him staring at me with not cracking a smile and upset at me from what came over to the practice field. And we had to have those conversations, and he did a good job of, it's only for you, right? As everyone else, you guys got to go home and debrief
and not have to deal with me, and he had to deal with me the entire night and kind of carry that up. And he walked down the hallway and he wants to bump my shoulder, and as he turned into a young man. But couldn't be prouder of him. I mean, he worked extremely hard. He came home, he watched film, he had countless hours of film. And again, as I try to, with all these guys in my group, again, hard work is going to take you to where you need to be. So, offensive line, hogs. Gotta give them one last hogs on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hogs.
1, 2, 3. How are we doing this? Hogs on 3.
1, 2, 3. Hogs.
The Hogs are tired. They're in the pen. They're getting their lunch. But yeah, True he's going to be an incredible ambassador and really kind of the gold standard of what we think of as a Vanden, not just football athlete, but overall athlete in all phases. So congratulations, True. And Coach Kendrick, thank you. Okay, defensive lineman of the year. Okay, outstanding lineman. Okay, Coach T is going to announce our defensive lineman.
Our job as D lineman was just to beat those all linemen. So we did that every day, all day. It's battle. D lineman of the year, I'm not going to be all talkative about it. They balled out, played hard, state championship D line. D lineman of the year is Damian Williams.
Hey, defense, don't about to get loud, baby. Ain't no kitty cats on our side.
Okay, again, point of attack players, offensive and defensive linemen, for us to continue to take the next steps, which we will as a program. It's one inside out in the trenches, point of attack players. So again, thank you to that. Okay, moving forward now, outstanding skill. The outstanding skill, and this will be a 3-level program, so we'll start with the freshman level. But we're going to recognize the outstanding offensive skill player and the outstanding defensive skill player. Okay, Coach Lopez, Coach Lopez will announce the freshman outstanding skill.
All right, so definitely not the ideal season that we wanted for the freshman program, but nevertheless, the gentlemen that stayed with us and that were able to come in every day. Sometimes we had a bye week that lasted 3 weeks, and then other days we had other weeks we had back-to-back games. So it was kind of unusual for the freshmen, but despite that, they were able to put in some really good work. I think the JV team is going to have some quality players coming up to them next season. On the offensive side, we had a lot of uncertainties this year, but we did have one player who really was the mainstay of our offense, especially on the ground game. Scored some of our only touchdowns of the season. And so our Vanden Freshman Football 2024 Offensive Player of the Year is Micah Wright. Micah was absolutely dedicated to learning the role. In some cases, he was trying to teach others how to do his role. Definitely willing to share what he was learning one-on-one, bring that back to the team, and do whatever he could to make sure that we looked good come Friday or come Thursday. So one more time, round of applause. Congrats to Micah.
Okay, now we'll go ahead and recognize the Frost defensive most outstanding player.
All right. Defense Player of the Year. From day one, this player was 100% never slowed down. Even at practice, when we had a half dress, he was tackling everybody. He was dedicated. His passion for the sport, always wanted to learn, always had a playbook in his hand. Coach Lopez just told me that he's still asking for film. He's still watching film. He just always wants to be better. So Defensive Player of the Year, I don't believe he's here, but it's Brian Rader.
Okay, moving on to the JV level, head football coach and offensive coordinator, CD will honor the outstanding skill on offense.
Thank you. So for offense, we had 3 nominees for the Offensive Player of the Year. Nominee number 1 was Ferron Oates. Nominee number 2 is Joshua Bolda. And nominee number 3 is Buddy Krosky. And this was a major toss-up. It could have went anywhere for either 3 of them, but the winner is Buddy Krosky. here today. He's at a 7-on-7 tournament, so I will accept this on his behalf.
Okay, now to recognize the Defensive Player of the Year at the JV level, Coach Mulvey.
Clap it up. We already know offense sells tickets, defense wins championships, right? More bodies what? More bodies? More bodies? More bodies? Yeah, because you're only one that out with his ass at home if you don't do it. Check it out. With a record of 6-4. 6-4. Let me break it down for you guys real quick. We lost 4 games. 3 out of said 4 were less than a touchdown. Only 1 game did we lose by more than 1 touchdown. So it's all about the defense. I'm going to say every single starter, from Cassius to Timmy to Caden to Mello to all the Hogs, every single one of you, all 11 are nominees for this award. But I guarantee you that if I ask every single person on that starting defense, if I ask the mob, who's the leader of the mob, they're going to say, Timmy, dub it in. Give it up for Timmy.
Okay, now to recognize the varsity outstanding skill, we have wide receiver coach, Brandon Chavez.
All right, for this outstanding offensive skill, I got to see this young man develop throughout the program. Very talented athlete. He came over to the offensive side this year, did some great things, shined bright, not just talking about the grill from the stands when you see it. There you go. He's the only player I would allow to wear a grill. But Chris Clark, come on up.
That's Tommy Egan right there.
And he got a haircut.
Congratulations, Chris. Okay, now to announce the outstanding defensive player. Okay, at the varsity level is our co-defensive coordinator and secondary coach, Coach Breeze.
How y'all doing? Defensive player, outstanding defensive skill of this year is Jamarion Pop.
Okay. We've introduced a new award at the varsity level. Being a two-way player here is something that guys are passionate about. We want to recognize and something that we appreciate. And guys want to go both ways. And there's a lot of conversations that go into this in terms of how we best utilize our personnel to ultimately squeeze the most out of them, each player, on a weekly basis, doing what's best for them and within the framework of the team. So to introduce the outstanding two-way player of the year, Coach Larry Hope, our coach of the sport.
All right, I'm going to make it simple. Like Coach said, you know, being a two-way player is a tough task. We went into the season, we were trying to do one thing, but realized we needed, you know, some guys to go both ways. And this individual did an awesome job fulfilling that position. And this goes to KJ Davis.
Okay, moving on. Teammate of the year. Okay, this is a 3-level program award. Okay, so to introduce the freshman teammate of the year is, drum roll, who's got this? Coach's award. There you go. You got it. Coach's Teammate of the Award. Teammate of the Year Award. Okay, Coach Cox.
This player is a hell of a teammate, I'll tell you that. All right, when we first started the season, we found out this is his first year playing. And as a coach and as a player, didn't know where to put him, didn't know where he was going to play. So we stuck him in the trenches on the defense side to see how he would do. And he is severely undersized in that position, but we gave it a shot. And he proved that speed is better than power of what he did. He was always in the backfield, causing havoc. And he's a hell of a player, and I can't wait to watch him for the next 3 years. Late and bust.
Congratulations, Lathan. Okay, at the JV level, Coach's Award / Teammate of the Year Award. Okay, Coach CD is going to make this announcement.
So for this award was unanimous by all the coaches. And this is a player that has to be of one thing we need, which is coachable. Somebody who will listen, somebody who will help and guide their team. Now on that listening part, every now and then he had a little problem because even I had to get myself in his body. But he was a hell of a player, I guarantee you. Anything you ask him, he'll be there and he'll do it. The winner of the JV 2024 Coaches Award goes to Carmelo Maldonado.
Congratulations, Melo. Okay. Now moving to the varsity level. Okay, the varsity level, Brad Moody. Okay, this is the Brad Moody Teammate of the Year Award. And Brad Moody, just some context, Brad Moody played at Vanden back in the early 90s. I believe was in law enforcement and is no longer with us, right? And Coach Hogue can add a little bit more context to this. And Coach Hogue is going to announce the varsity level Brad Moody Teammate of the Year Award.
Okay, just a little bit about Brad Moody. He was one of those jack of all trades when he was a player here at Vanden High School, from special teams to playing defensive end. He ended up going to law enforcement, Richmond, California. He ended up having an accident and passed on the duty as a police officer in Richmond, California. So we come up with this award, Brad Moody. Okay, real support. He was a jack of all trades, a teammate of all teammates. He had your back, whatever he did. And this year's 2024 Brad Moody Teammate Award goes to Demetrius Mann.
Congratulations, Dee. Thank you for everything you've done for this place. Okay, so hey, let's then, the Ed Serpis Coaches Award. Okay, and Coach Chavez is going to announce this. Do you want me to give some context to it, or do you? Okay, thank you. Yeah, hey, this is the Ed Serpis, that's true. I'm tired of hearing my voice. Yeah, you can go.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and read this just so we get some better context. The Ed Service Award. So the program's second highest honor. All right, this one recognizes dependability, production. It also recognizes the player who embodies the Viking way, all right, through personal growth and academic performance. This person is an ambassador for Vanden football on campus and in the community. Now, with this also, I am honored to give this young man the award because I got a lot out of him, and I'm talking about effort. From last year to this year, you might not recognize him right now because he got a little bit of facial hair growing, all right? But some of you remember him from the section championship game. What was the stats? What was the receiver stats, Logan? 2-something receiving. So the Coaches Award for the varsity level, Logan Bailey.
Congratulations, Logan. Thank you, Coach Chavez. Okay, now we're going to move on to the most valuable Viking player for each level. Okay, each level. We'll start with the freshman level. Who is announced? Coach Hughes, okay, will be announcing the freshman most outstanding player.
All right, so this player here played both sides. For a freshman, we had about 24 kids. I want to say about 17 of them. This was their first year. So freshman level was always a learning curve, but this one, he came in already knowing what he wanted to do, and he wanted to be great. Week by week, he showed me that he should have been probably on the JV level, but Coach said, I was being very selfish. I kept him down, so I needed a superstar. So this one he played running back, receiver. I even put him at quarterback in for a week for emergencies. Corner, safety, linebacker, he did it all. So for the most valuable Viking is Amir Vincent. He's not here today, so I'm going to take that.
Okay, now to introduce the JV recipient, Coach C.
Yes. Similar to the freshman, when you think about the Viking most valuable player, that's a young man who's helped the team in more ways than one. Similarly, this gentleman helped our team not only on the offensive side, but was crucial and critical on the defensive side, but as well for each of the special teams. Without further ado, the 2024 Vanden Junior Varsity Most Valuable Player is Joshua Bolda.
Joshua, again, is participating in a 7-on-7 competition, so he's not here. And Joshua was a postseason call-up for us. Did a really nice job. Okay, now on to the varsity. So, the Daniel Hughes Award, okay, this is our program's highest honor. And Daniel Hughes is somebody that you see there's threads of Daniel woven throughout the entire culture and will forever be woven throughout the entire culture of this program, right? At every cornerstone or every corner you look at in this program, there's the spirit of Daniel Hughes. And our freshmen, or our current seniors, I believe were freshmen, right? When Daniel was, a junior? I didn't have the opportunity to meet Daniel. Obviously our coaches, a lot of them were deeply connected to him. But he's somebody, again, his spirit, he's no longer with us, but his spirit really shows up in all tenets of our program, starting with our pregame prayer, right? Fly High 9, right? So again, it's a higher calling, a deeper connection to somebody who really embodied what being a Vanden Viking football player looks like. You see the 9 with the crown on it, right? That logo all over our campus. Multiple reminders of Daniel. But this award recognizes inspirational leadership. It recognizes the player who most inspired his teammates and the team to perform at peak level. Inspirational leadership can be shown in many ways: through action, through voice, example, commitment, production, ability, and living out our program's core values. This player played with the heart and soul that embodies the character, integrity, commitment, responsibility, sacrifice, and effort that we expect from a Vanden Viking football player. He's the most effective teammate, most effective friend, which ultimately becomes the most effective brother when we talk about brotherhood. Kalani McLeod embodies all of these characteristics. And Kalani is somebody, obviously from a performance point of view, I'll talk briefly about that, but going into the season, again, we had an idea that we could do what we achieved, but to do it, the quarterback position was going to have to play at a championship level. He's going to have to drive it, specifically on offense. And it was really, I think, he was playing well, okay, from a performance point of view, but there was more in him. And this guy is fully committed to doing whatever he has to do from an off-field, okay, investment to being the best teammate, player, athlete, person that he can be for his brothers. And was all in from day one. But it's really up to the Sac High game. The Sac High game, you saw his performance start to go this way. And that Wood game, I think, really defined and was, again, the turning point when we all saw and everything that we knew that he could be, and he knew he could be, it was actualized. What he, along with his teammates in all three phases, were able to do, specifically in that second half of Wood, that's what championship level teams do. That's what champions do. They find ways to win, no matter what. Different styles of winning. Looks different every week, but they find a way to win the game, and they believe it. And they believe it. And his teammates believed in him. We believed in him. He believed in himself. And when that connectivity came to life, again, we knew that we potentially had something. We potentially could go on a run. And what he was able to put together, and he'll be the first to tell you, this was a reflection of all the work he, along with his teammates, his offensive line, recognizing those guys up front, okay, the skill, okay, putting it all together, doing the right things at the right time. He exceeded those expectations. Really, there were no expectations. There's no cap on what he could do. And high tides raise all ships. And you saw, and you see it at every level, great quarterback play raises the performance of everybody else. And guys, it's magical. It really is. And what he was able to do, along with his teammates, will stand the test of time and is magical. But I'm even more impressed and excited about the man this guy has become, continues to be, the teammate he is, the person he is. Great things are ahead for Kalani. He challenged me as a coach, as a coordinator, as a head coach, as a play caller, as a quarterback coach, all those different pieces, right? He forced me to continue to evolve and adapt, but also challenge him to be the best version of him, and he ran towards that challenge. Kalani, I thank you for everything you put into this program. This is just the beginning for Kalani. He's a Viking for life, and what you've done for this place, this community, is epic, right? And recognize what he did and what you guys did. But thank you for that, and can't wait to see what's next for you. But again, don't leave too soon. This is always home. So,
Best in the nation.
the best in the nation, baby. Absolutely. So the Daniel Hughes is the 2024 Daniel Hughes Award winner, Kalani McLeod. The sandals Wednesday at our team. Letting the toes out. Manny Petty, though. Manny Petty. Okay. Let's go. We'll get into our closing remarks. We want to thank Les Schwab of Fairfield for handling, pushing that offensive line, the hog, what do we call it, the hogs, man? Yeah, the hog trailer section champion. Again, overcoming, nothing stood in our way. But the old hog trailer had a flat tire leaving our pregame meal, and Coach Kendrick had it handled along with the offensive linemen, and it sounds like some parents and some gum and some rappers, but they got the Les Schwab of Fairfield, and they told him it was like a 2.5, 4 hour wait, and Dante, along with everybody else with that unit, were able to persuade them to bump them to the front of the line, which allowed them to get to the section championship game. Yeah, we didn't talk about this. I knew Dante had it handled. But yeah, thank you, Les Schwab, Fairfield, for making that happen. Okay, lastly, a couple things. Thumbs up? Yeah? Great. Thumb up until you see the bill. Well, that's the pundit. Feel free. Do it. You might have pundit. You'll look good in it. Okay. So again, more details will be published on this, along with we do have some state championship shirts, sweatshirts, some merch that will be available for purchase as well. Last thing, well, two things. Okay, again, seniors, this stands the test of time. Thank you. Okay, for everybody else, juniors, sophomores, freshmen, right? We put this to bed. We're moving on. Okay, the 2025 Vanden Viking football team has. Okay, it's that story is yet to be written. Okay, but we're going to start soon. Okay, we're going to start soon. But you guys have been exposed to a part of what it takes culturally, right? So again, you guys teaching anybody that comes to our program, any newcomers, how we do things at Vanden. Okay, we talked about Vandenville. Okay, but how we do things here. Lastly, I don't think we got to get together after that state championship game to execute that countdown, right? So varsity, okay, anybody that was a part of that, okay, let's get together and let's knock that countdown out one final time, man. Congratulations, thank you everybody for coming. Look forward to continuing to do this together. Yeah, we're going to 42. We can handle that. Thank you everybody. Make sure you clean up after yourself. And we got photo ops down there. Look forward to starting to work.
Go!